I saw you this morning from the picture, but I didn't want to come. I thought.
Hi everybody! As you now know, we are pregnant with our fourth and probably final child, so we're very excited.
Today we're going to take a few moments and we're going to talk a little bit about this last month and everything that's happened in this last month. Like we've said before, we want to be completely open and honest with you guys, sharing the ups and the downs. And this last month has been a little bit of a roller coaster for us. So today we just want to take a little bit of a breath and share with you guys what's been going on. So the format for today, I think, is going to be a little bit different. We're going to try to leave this as unedited as we can because I really just want to have a dialogue session, kind of like a vlog type session with you guys and with Amber. So we're pregnant. You are.
I am.
Number 4. And we live in under 1,000 square feet in a mobile home. Most of you, like our friends and family, I think one person said, "Where are you going to put this kid, on the roof?" I mean, it's 2 bedrooms,
That's a good question.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but there's a lot of questions people have when we've announced that we're having a 4th child. I mean, first and foremost though, Amber, how do you feel about having a 4th kid?
I'm very excited. I've always wanted 4 and pretty close together, so here we go. 4 under 7 years old. And, you know, I'm not too worried about having a 4th in a mobile home. I think that we've been able to make it work so far with 5 of us, and why not with 6?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We're really excited. But like our friends and family, and I'm sure some of you watching this are probably thinking, oh my goodness, what is going through their minds? We do believe that God has a plan for our lives, and you know, He's spoken upon Amber that, you know, 4 children, He's put that desire in her heart, and it just sort of happened that way, and we're excited. But I mean, what questions? I mean, let's start with this today. Let's start with this. How do you handle criticism?
Well, honestly, when we first moved in here, telling people that we lived in a mobile home and all of that was a little bit embarrassing to me.
And me. I mean, there was hesitations on my end as well.
However, now that we've lived here for a year, you know, our lives are so much happier, honestly, and so much more stress-free that I have no embarrassment with it at all anymore, because we've simplified, and it's just made life better for us. And so I'm excited to tell people, you know, we live in a mobile home and it's been awesome. And you know, I know that we've worked out all of our kinks so far. We've all, you know, had to move stuff around a lot to make it work with 3 kids, especially a baby. And I think we'll just continue to move stuff around and make it work. We're not planning on buying a bigger house yet or anything like that.
I think that's a question you brought up. A lot of you have commented that you've either been thinking of downsizing or you have downsized, and a few of you have purchased manufactured homes, mobile homes, and you asked us, how did our family and friends receive the news that we were moving into one? And like Amber said, I wouldn't say it was well received. We had been planning this for a while, and so everybody who was close to us knew that we wanted to downsize. And that they knew that we had been looking at RV options and tiny houses on wheels.
Under 300 square feet.
Yeah,
so this was kind of a relief.
Yeah, we looked at small homes in different areas that were, you know, site-built homes. And when we settled on this, I had to bring family over and let them see it and explain my vision for it. And even then, they were still a little hesitant, but we're 1 year in now. And every time somebody comes over that has never seen it, when they step in, it does not look or feel like a manufactured house, like a mobile home. In regards to criticism, ignore it. It's just like when you're on social media and you see things that are being posted that are rude, you ignore it. For every negative comment, there's probably 20 or 30 positive comments, and you have to learn to just ignore it. It's not worth dwelling on it, and trust me, from personal experience for both of us, we were hesitant to tell people we lived in a mobile home. And now we're excited to tell people about not only that we live smaller and we're living in a mobile home, but we get to share our story about the reasons why and the effects of doing it. We are so much closer as a family. The average family in America spends 30 minutes a day with each other. Like, that's crazy. When you're in a smaller space, you are forced to interact with one another. You do not have an option. You are forced to do so.
Yep.
So I think, you know, when you have criticism, and you have to ignore it. It's the same with having this fourth child. We're going to have criticism. People are going to criticize us. They're going to question our reasons and our motives, etc. We are excited. We know this is God's plan for our lives, and we're not going to divert from that.
Right.
There's no reason why we should have to divert from that. So it's exciting. So
you have to do what's best for your family. And when you know that you're doing what's best for your family, no matter what that is, no matter what size house, no matter what circumstances, whatever, when you're doing what's best for your family, that's all that matters. And if your family's happy and is doing well in whatever environment you're in, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So we're excited.
Yeah, I agree. It's so this last month has been a little bit of a roller coaster for us. A lot of it we didn't share. We were kind of hesitant on what to share and what not to share. Our baby girl Addie had a little bit of a medical, situation.
She's not the baby anymore.
She's not the baby.
She's our 4-year-old.
she's still my baby girl. But long story short, we had a bit of a medical scare, and after all the procedures like a MRI and all the other stuff, it ended up being nothing.
Praise God.
Praise God. But it was very nerve-wracking for a couple weeks there for us.
It was a huge test of our faith. Just through the whole thing, we just felt like God was saying, are you going to trust me? Are you going to trust me? It's a decision, and I think that we both decided, yes, we're going to trust you. Now help us to do that. And I really do feel like He did. He gave us really indescribable peace during it, and we are so thankful that it turned up, that nothing's wrong. We're just really thankful. So we're glad to have that over with.
Yeah. Then Amber's mother came out for a week, and that was a great time. She actually stayed longer than a week because her flight got canceled. But,
so fun.
You saw her at the beginning of this video greeting Addie and Ava and Amber at the airport, which was funny because in one of those shots you get to see her reaching down and saying, "Oh, you look cute." With the necklace. She
saw my little tummy pooch, and that's what she was commenting on, but because I didn't say anything, she was like, oh, I better just comment on something else. Oh, you look cute. Yeah. She changed it.
And so she got to hear the news, which is great. I started my work. I'm at a different division now, so I'm working in a different division, and I'm also studying to take a promotion exam, which is like 3,000 pages of reading, and that's been a little bit of a whirlwind as well, trying to find time to study. there's just been a lot going on. Kids started school.
Yeah.
I mean, kids started
Big
school.
change, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Trey's back in baseball. It's the American life, I guess. Very busy. And but that's also why it's nice when we come back to our home in the evenings, like I just said, the kids don't have a playroom to escape to upstairs. They don't have, you know, a game room somewhere else. So they all don't have individual rooms where they can go and close their doors. When we come home in the evenings, we're forced to interact with one another.
Whether we want to hear what each other has to say or not.
Yeah, it's the kids are constant, but it's good. Like
wouldn't have it any other way.
We would not have it any other way. It's hard to explain until you're in the situation. I mean, God, it's just, we would not have it any other way. We love it. Yeah. I'm sure there's other things I'm missing right now. It's just been a crazy month. So another question a lot of you have been asking is, what is our plan with Ava when she gets a little bit older? Where is she going to be sleeping? And now, with a fourth one, what is our plan? So for that, I'm going to hand you off to Amber.
So we are in the process of trying to transition Ava into the kids' room. We're just going to put the pack and play in there and have her sleep in there with them. And fortunately, the older two kiddos are pretty hard sleepers, so even if she wakes up and whines a little bit, I think they'll be able to sleep through it. So that is the plan, get her in there with them, and then when baby comes, baby will be in the bassinet with us for a while. So
Ava's been in the kids' room for the last few weeks, off and on, and it's worked. I mean, there's good nights, she has good nights, she has bad nights. Last night, she slept through the night last night, which is awesome.
Yes.
Long-term plan, we haven't quite figured that out yet. It's probably going.
Talk about the wall partition.
Yeah, there's so many different ideas we have if we decide to stay with this single bedroom for the kids. As you all know, when you think about our situation, you probably have ideas running through your mind. What could we do? Could we take this mobile home out and sell it and buy a bigger one, or build something small on this property? There's probably 100 different ideas you could come up with on what we could do with this property to better suit a larger family, the 6 of us. Right now, though, our mindset is, how can we utilize what we have now? How can we use what we have now? Our goal is to be debt-free. We don't want to be in debt in 5 years, so we're trying to think of ideas that we can do now. So one of the ideas was building a partition inside the room. There's different ideas on how you can do it to utilize the most space. Some pretty cool ones, actually. The real question is just, what are we gonna do with Trey? Since all 3 girls, or we don't know if it's a girl yet. But,
oh, I guess he thinks it's a girl.
Well, I guess I just jumped the gun on that one. I don't know. We do not.
It's a boy.
Amber thinks it's a boy. We don't know what the gender is yet. Regardless, though, it's really just a question of, as Trey starts getting older, and he's with the other 2 young girls, Ava and Addie, what do we do? So we don't know. We do not have a plan for that yet. We're taking it in strides. They're at an age right now where it just works for right now. And when that day comes that we have to change things up a bit.
Probably some sort of room partition.
Temporarily or something, we don't know.
We'll figure it out.
When that day comes, though, I'm sure we'll be making a video about it, so you'll know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, you'll know.
So just remember, whatever situation your family's at in life, if you are doing what you truly believe is best for your family, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And I do believe if we are willing to sometimes sacrifice and do what's best for our family, whatever that may be, that we will be rewarded for that, and we will be blessed. And we are already seeing the fruits of our labor, just the reward from downsizing and how much that's blessed us. But we know, like we've always said, you know, everybody's journey is different, and what's best for our family isn't going to be what's best for your family. So no matter what you think that is, whatever's best for you, just stick to that and you'll be blessed for it.
And ignore the criticisms, especially if you're wanting to downsize and live a more simple life and, you know, live more minimally. There will be criticisms. whether it's from family or friends, people are not fond of change. And even when it's not even their own lives, if it's against the norm, people will push back. That's just reality. That's the society we live in. We live in the American society where bigger is better, more is better. And unfortunately, those of us that are trying to live more simple in order to live more happy, you will get pushback. But remember, like we said earlier, for every one negative comment or negative, pushback, there's 30 people trying to lift you up and encourage you. So remember to surround yourself with those people, with like-minded people who are excited about your journey, who are being encouraged by whatever your journey is, whether it's whatever it is. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded and encouraged and want to be a part of it and want to share positive experience with you guys. That's how we become more happy. We surround ourselves with people who will help us be more happy, encourage and lift us up. I promise we have some videos we've been preparing, but like I said, this last month and a half or so has just been crazy. So we will be getting back on track with those. I'm still waiting to hear back from some other people we're wanting to interview that have been doing similar stuff. It's a lot more difficult than some might think to get interviews scheduled with people and set up time frames and traveling to them and all that stuff. So stay tuned. I promise we will have some awesome videos upcoming here soon. So if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to leave a comment. We would love to hear what all's going on in your lives. A lot of you have been sharing stories. If you have an update, leave it in the comments. We would love to hear updates on how your journey's going. What ideas do you have for us in this experience that we're about to partake in, having 4 kids and under 1,000 square feet with 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms, one of them for the kids. So leave a comment below, and remember guys, live simple and live happy. I promise you guys, there's success in that. So we'll see you guys in the next video.